Alright, we back. More CMC randomizer. Last time we fucking beat Duke Devlin. Like, holy crap, that was difficult. Like, geez, that was difficult. And we beat Thea with 3 monsters. So, before we head into the grandpa fight, I think we want to just look at the shop, because I guess the Area 1 shops should be randomized too completely. Now, I don't know about taking too much advantage of the shop. It feels like you could, like... It feels like... Okay, is this randomized? Actually, yeah, it is very much randomized. It's just that you get X amount of monsters from every potential one, and... Well, maybe that... feels a little wrong that I would just be throwing out Time Wizards and Genins. But there's also Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon if you feel like getting that. We get Red Eyes Black Dragon, Flame Viper, Chicken Bakudan. Typhoon Tool, Jin, Ryuren. I might not actually, looking back, I might just straight up not have any of the unused monsters here. But there's a Maneater Bug. Maneater Bug's actually really good. Contrived Enlightenment isn't. There's Javelin Beetle and Great Moth here. I probably want to look at some Earth monsters. Oh, there's King Tiger, Wang Hu, and Celtic Guardian. Celtic Guardian really doesn't get utilized a lot, but is a bit too expensive to use right now. Bring in a Happy Lover and a Time Wizard, why not?
What would you like to do?
Those are good monsters. At least now we have stuff that we can use. As much as I do admittedly really like some of the monsters we did have, I think by using this shop, you know, I don't want to abuse it too much is the main thing. Because it sort of gets rid of the more random nature of things and gives you maybe a bit too much control to get something good. Although the shop does seem like it's a real fun option for if I do play with more restrictive rule sets. Like, if I'm able to buy only one, it becomes so much more strategic and so much more fun, I just realized. Like, the randomizer just gives so much more potential of playing the game in different ways. Because, like, really, I've played this game so many times that, like, we were gonna run out of ways to play the game relatively soon anyways. So the fact that we have this randomizer essentially really just gives us infinite choices.
I see you're dueling.
Alright, Grandpa, you're going down. He's got a wood symbol, so he's got at least a wood monster, so that's good for Fire Reaper. Man, the turn order is so much more important now, because otherwise I wouldn't know what he has. If he decides to go first, that is. I mean, he does go first. I'm just going to go over here. It doesn't matter in this one really all that much. But, well, now I don't know what he has, which is annoying. Because I cannot plan as well against it, but... you can actually bring, like, a decent amount of monsters now. Like, finally, thank God. Let's give Celtic Guardian a shot. I say we can bring more monsters, but we're bringing 5, which is still like 2 under. But 350 really isn't a lot. Probably should have done this earlier. I do believe Happy Lover is... Yeah, I'm used to Libra Mod, and I think the Happy Lover is slightly nerfed than that one. But hey, we get to use Celtic Guardian, that's pretty cool. You don't see him all too often. Like I said, we were pretty close to like doing basically everything we could with the vanilla game with Libra Mod. The only thing I could have done was normal playthroughs of a few elements I haven't done, and like there's still the thought of doing a like 100% run of getting like all of the monsters. But that's very much more of like a stream thing, I think, over a recording thing. That's a Kamakiri, man. That's cool. like I see that more as a like streaming opportunity over a like recording opportunity. However, like I've mostly been playing 𝐷 and I'm not even sure you can get all monsters because some opponents vary between which thing or for which symbol you're using, and like I don't even know if there's 200 monsters in those games that are obtainable. Alright, he's got one of the legs. What else you got? Skull Guardian, Needleworm, and Flying Penguin. Ooh. That's a cool team. Yeah, you can use 7 monsters, but Grandpa only uses 5 himself, so I really don't mind only having 5 at our disposal here. It's more than we've had in like some of the previous duels. So Kamakiri Man is quite strong on the right maps. Like Kamakiri Man is one of those monsters that is so varied in quality depending on the map. Like in some maps it gets like a plus 100 attack bonus, and in some it just loses like 100. But in this one, I mean, it only gets slight bonuses. The symbol buff didn't seem to be very big, although he does have 906 PPs. Level 3, you're level 2, you're level 2, and you're level 2. Alright. Yeah, you can, yeah. The left leg kind of sucks. You know, it doesn't mean that Hyper Lover doesn't kind of suck either. I mean, yeah, you have 4 movements, so I'm gonna place you right there for the moment. Yeah, how much attack do you even have? 96. Yeah, a Happy Lover is always been better as more as a support monster than a all-out attacker. Honestly, it's primarily just there to heal stuff. Here comes Flying Penguin, who admittedly has pretty good attack range. And there's Needleworm, which I do know has a similar ability to 𝐿𝐶𝐍𝐆. Okay, well, that was a mistake. Oh god, I am dropping everything. I never got to use Flying Penguin much in like 𝐷 mod because you need multiple of like the same monsters, which is against my Iron Man restrictions that I used. So I don't know how good it was in 𝐷 mod. In the original, I remember it not really being like that spectacular. Although it should actually get a little bit of an attack bonus. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this before you die, you know what I mean? kind of pushing the range now, does it? What's your deal? Kind of being an annoyance. This does about 53 damage. Sure. This is like the first one where you can kind of swing for equal damage. But yeah, losing Fire Reaper quickly is not very good. We really didn't play it very good. I think we put too much focus on Kamakiri, man. Mostly because I just know that can be a threat. Because obviously now we're similarly susceptible to an attack from Needleworm and from Leg. Although him going after Happy Lover really isn't too bad for us. Hot cha. $100 damage is admittedly quite a lot. Jeez. So I know Needleworm isn't that strong, but the whole fact that it has a similar attack to 𝐿 makes it a lot more viable. I don't know, it's level 2, right? I don't think it gets it until a couple levels. You know, I do say that, but that's only what I've heard from people, that he's got that ability eventually. Sure, you do this. 50 damage, better than nothing. Timers are on the opposite side. It's also pretty decent in terms of like movement and such. Movement and attack range, but a monster that is better on Earth than it is on Light. But that kind of goes for most Light monsters. And the right arm continues to be an absolute menace, destroying things left and right. Despite the fact that we're playing on Light Symbol. Alright, so you have 225, you 264. So logically we can do a lot of damage to you, or we throw Celtic Guardian over here. Yeah, not our greatest showing. A lot of our own monsters are in each other's way. Wow. For as good as I played in the last episode, I'm kind of stinking this up. Well, 1, 2, 3. This isn't the most illogical placement for you. I mean, there's still that Skull Guardian too. Okay.
I know a chance will.
You have about 110 attack. Let's just see how much damage we do to you. About 116. We about pre-shot you. But it's relatively similar on the opposite side that he... It's kind of a right back to you sort of deal. This might be our best option, really. Yeah, Needleworm is also still at full health. I think it's the arm that we probably want to just keep, kind of ignore mostly. It depends on really what he feels like doing. Maybe start getting the symbol in here. Unfortunately, our symbol really isn't that strong. Okay, you don't do anything. You go after arm, which I sort of expected, but if it's not a one-shot, it's probably always going to be a two-shot anyway, so... God damn, it suddenly really started storming outside, so I had to just close my windows. Don't kill, okay, alright. Alright, at least you kill. Get him, Time Wizard! Get him! He's being mean to me. Hey, level up. Stats. Alright, well, hopefully, I'm assuming they're probably doubling up on one of the two. One, two, three. Damn, it's not in range. Yeah, they're going for kill on Celtic Guardian. So fucking sad. Alright, well if Time Wizard doesn't kill Skull Guardian, we're in real trouble. Like, we can probably stall out a turn with our symbol on at least Needleworm, but... Oh, okay. Summon a gun. Alright, you're dead. So that guy still exists, but whatever. We have about 107 attack, and this guy's got 39. Yeah, Time Wizard doesn't do enough damage, really. How are we gonna lose a fucking grandpa? The light monsters tend to have it kind of rough in the early game. I mean, you compare this to the last episode, and like, god damn, we fucking sucked here. We didn't even go for an attack on you. Yeah, you don't kill. I'm gonna surrender. Try again. Use, hopefully, something better. Might want to bring Wicked Dragon with us this time around for its good attack range. We'll go first though. Not that it makes a huge difference, but still. It is absolutely storming outside. Like, holy crap. We've got 123 left. So, like, Moke out the Guardian, I guess. What do we bring instead then? So yeah, it's still the same. Bring Tyrants if 70 left. We'll bring Anthrosaurus then, sure. Not gonna lie, kinda sucks to not be able to bring Celtic Guardian because, like, come on, man, it's Celtic Guardian. It's a cool monster, I wanna use it. We go again. Yeah, I think I got caught off guard with how much damage Needleworm was doing, but I guess he was on wood tiles, and that benefits it. I was like, he's not really getting that much of a symbol bonus anyways. 27, and there's some. It's not negligible, but it's also not like a crap ton or anything like that. Here comes the Kamakiri, man. Let's try to not get hit by Flying Penguin. Like, that was likely the death was, is the fact that, you know. Okay. I mean, it also really doesn't make sense for him to throw his Kamakiri, man. Just completely in range of our guys. Although you can 1, 2, 3, not yet, but like it's just a monster of a lot of range. Like, let's not get that twisted. That monster, simply put, just has a lot of attack range, and I wasn't prepared for that on the first time. Because you don't really play against Flying Penguin like at all. But that's the cool things the Randomizer, I guess, brings into this. There's definitely a lot of potential for like fun little Iron Man Nuzlocke challenges. Alright, doesn't seem like he can hit us. So at least we can get rid of Kamakiri, man. I mean, he's got free range, but he's gonna go over here regardless, so we can hit it back. We'll get you over here if he decides to try and block with Happy Lover. I think Wicked Dragon should be able to tank a hit decently well from Flying Penguin. Yeah, that is fine. $122. As for the rest, get you out of the diagonal. I mean, you can go in here and attack you or you, but you should be able to take the hits. And we'll be able to, I think, take care of Flying Penguin to turn afterwards. Yeah, he did do that. Sort of expected that to happen. Which actually kind of puts it out of the range for Wicked Dragon. Which is a little unfortunate, but... I mean, how much health do you have? Actually, still have a decent chunk of health, admittedly. Oh, not maybe the best choice there, but not like the right arm, or not like the leg's gonna do a whole lot of damage to us. Alright, doesn't even go in with Needleworm like I thought he would. Yeah, we'll do this. Alright, this one already went a lot better. I suppose it helps when you know what to expect. Admittedly, we were blindsided. We didn't know what he was going to have because we went second. Time to wrap this up, indeed. You go over here. 101 damage is pretty solid. I mean, yeah, you can finish him off, or we could maybe go after you with Time Wizard. Yeah, we'll get the kill on Time Wizard. Probably a little better. So, yeah, that's the question. Is he gonna, you know, go and attack Time Wizard, or is he gonna back off? If he attacks Time Wizard, he's just done for. Indeed, he is just done for. Gosh, the difference is night and day between those two duels. It really is. I did let you win, Grandpa. Shut up. You won the previous game. I can't always let you win, Grandpa. 100 to Happy Lover. Nice. Hard Beam. And now we got the whole reason why Happy Lover is pretty good. Outside of the high movement too. That's quite nice as well. Alright, great. We get Symbol. Bump that effect strength off immediately. God, we could Dragon's level 6 already. God, between Flying Pigwing and Needleworm, I'm thinking, right? I'm gonna actually go for Needleworm. I realized that with Time Wizard and Happy Lover, we're sort of just making it a typical light run, and that is kind of what I want to try and prevent. Like, obviously in the future we'll be able to, you know, just use Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, but for now, like, I want to be able to maybe use something different. Like, we'll use a Needleworm because, like, when does anyone ever use Needleworm, right? That being said, a new shop opens up now, which is great. I would not be surprised if Winged or Winged Crow is still the same. Winged Crow, you guys know what I mean. There's a special monster you get in Area 1, which is, I think, by just straight up not having
What would you like to do?
like 10 wind monsters, exceeding 10 wind monsters, so I should not get it. So this one's like really obvious to get. I don't know if we're actually getting them because of that, but
What would you like to do?
alright, Scale Angle time. We're just getting Prisman Petite Angel. We got Blue Eyes over here. Blue Eyes Ultimate still here. We get some left legs. We get a lot of Exodia pieces. Summoned Lord Exodia is just here. Alright, Meteor Black Dragon, Toad Master, Manny Black Shark, Crab Turtle, Super War Lion? Fuck yeah, I'll take that, even if that's really kind of not that great. Ho, 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 ho. Yeah, Crow Goblins, again, back here. Metal Dragon, that's a fusion monster, pretty rare. Just buy Larvae Moth, but like, you can buy Great Moth too, you know. Sanga, Giant Mech Soldier is really rare. But, I mean, Tatsu Giant really kind of sucks. Yeah, fuck it, we'll get Summon Lord Exodia for the fuck of it. For the fun of it, we'll get you too. And, that actually kind of... There goes all our MP. You can buy some other guys later, I guess. They're all super expensive though. Petite Angel is a choice, although Shining Friendship is not the worst. You usually don't get Petite Angel this early, so it is actually like super solid to get it here, but we don't have enough. Actually, we can sell monsters too if we really feel like it. Yeah, I might sell a couple of these guys just to make room for yeah, it makes sense. Maybe sell some guys to make some room for some cool monsters. Yeah, that's everyone. I think they do need to be in the... I don't know if they need to be in the capsule egg, actually. I'm not 100% sure about that. There's a decent chance of that, actually.
What would you like to do?
Yeah, we have... It needs to be in the stock. But good to know. I don't really sell monsters all too often. You don't often have a big need for that. I mean, obviously, I think we're buying a couple more expensive monsters. More expensive than usual. Let's see. We got a couple of real cool monsters I don't really feel like selling. Grappler we probably don't need. We'll sell the second right arm. Alright, well, 4 monsters. That should be enough to get a Petite Angel. Because why not? Let's get Shining Friendship, despite the fact that, you know...
What would you like to do?
It's decent. There's just a shot that Shining Friendship is here, or is a monster somewhere along the line, or if it's just purchasable later. Petite Angel really isn't very good at all. Like, at all. Like, Shining Friendship at least has, I think, some stats to go along with it.
What would you like to do?
There's also a Mystical Elf there, who is
Like to do?
quite good, but... To be fair, some of those monsters we've just used plenty of times before. Somehow I feel like the stronger we get, the easier the randomizer will become, out of just the sheer fact that we'll be able to actually use monsters of similar strength against them. So yeah, Weevil is Thunder, Mako is Wood, Rex is Dark, Mai is Fire, and Mokuba is still Thunder. We'll go and do Weevil first, why not? I do think this is a big increase now in terms of MP. Like, from now on you get like 500 at least. Which gives us some semblance of a chance to use some cool monsters. Even if it may not be the most recommended thing out there. Weevil underpants with a beetle on his shirt. Hey. Alright, let's see. Great, he gets to go first. Well, in that case, I'm gonna start in the water. Why not? Going second is actually like real nice. If you're doing a Iron Man of Libra mod on the water symbol. But yeah, now we have some more choices. We'll bring Celtic Guardian because why eat cool shit. Alright, 118 left. Let's just bring Winged Dragon, or Wicked Dragon again. Screw it, random placement. That could be a fun little extra challenge to things. Just to force yourself to go and do random placements. Alright, 2 thunder, 2 wood, 1 fire. He starts off with Electric Lizard Kaminari Kozo. Considering that's the only guy he put up, the rest is probably pretty strong. Kaminari Kozo, Crimson Sunbird, Green Phantom King, Gokibore, and Kaminari attack. Gokibore is pretty funny because he usually has this. He's got this guy in Libra mod too, so funny coincidence. It's a good thing we still brought Fire Reaper though. The one sad thing is that, like, I think the only monster that we wouldn't normally be able to bring at this point in the game would be Celtic Guardian. The other ones we could all have. Actually, we could have Petite Angel either, so. 2 different monsters on our side, but. Yeah, Green Phantom King moves like a Kuribo. Just kind of how I memorized that movement pattern is Kuribo movement. Oh no. But hey, now we're at least at a point where we can regularly use, like, a somewhat full lineup. Oh yeah. You have a ton of movement. Maybe kinda forgot about that. Also coming at coast. Yeah, wow. Damn. Alright, he's right into the action, I guess. Something tells me you have some decent defense on you. Although you don't have the symbol. You got 33. Also levels can now, I think, vary from level 2 to 5, so. There's that. Like, here's a level 5 Kaminari attack with 227 attack. And there are the wood monsters, which we don't really match up well against, at least with you. Crimson Sunbird has how much attack? 200, that's a lot. So, like, who did you have the ability to hit? Phantom King for how much damage? 44. Ugh. Alright, well, we sort of kind of threw everyone forward here, so. That is what we'll deal with, I guess. This might be an onslaught, admittedly. Like, Weevil's kind of sneakily pretty good. Started to realize our light monsters are kind of underpowered. Like, with our first symbol level up, at least we get a bit more defense, but it takes a while for the light monster to get good. Like, you kind of have to rely more on earth monsters. Alright. I don't really oppose that, like, at all. I'd rather have him hit the symbol here. That's probably a one-shot. So much for Needleworm. I mean, that properly spooked Yugi. Yugi has been properly spooked by that. 118 damage, it's not nothing, put it that way. Please kill. Yes, good. Level 5 Fire Reaper. Yeah, do you have you don't have that much life left. How much do we do to you? About 116, so it could kill you. I honestly feel like you might do more damage. How much defense does this behemoth have? 31, he's pretty frail, so that should be manageable. Please kill. Great. You have about 68, so we can either go for the kill on you or we go and target Crimson Sunbird. I feel like there's more precedence to finish him off quickly. Great. Alright. Slight scare, but it's over. Happy level 3! Hooray! It's time to get serious when I have only 2 monsters left. Although, I mean, admittedly, that Kaminari attack is a not that actually big of a threat, considering the fact that it really can't hit anything technically, by the fact that it can only hit within its diagonal, which is one of the great weaknesses of that monster. The thing is, right, you can go 1, 2, 3, and like, if I do decide to kill you, then you're dead. So what we really should do is attack with Fire Reaper. And yeah, not all these battles are gonna take like half an hour to finish. Sometimes they're really short, but Weevil's map is usually quite short anyways. Like, if this isn't just a straight one-shot, it isn't, but it was almost a one-shot. I think the advantage Earth monsters do on Thunder monsters is just the fact that they completely ignore defense. But hey, we got a kill with Petite Angel here, and suddenly we just destroyed Weevil. It's Despite him it looking pretty scary at the start, with Needleworm kind of being a casualty of that. Yeah, I don't know. For some of those monsters, feels like if you don't have a good first showing here and die, like, Needleworm's not going to be used in the next one either. So, like, Needleworm is likely going to fall behind and might not be much of a viable option anymore. It's also not in symbol either. And like here we have Fire Reaper level 6 already. So yeah, that was a quick and easy win. For who to take, I mean, you're level 5, you're pretty strong. We'll take a level 5 Kaminati attack, why not? Yeah, there we take care of Wheel quite easily. Primarily because his monsters didn't really have the highest defense. Also, yeah, I'm happy with how Weevil went. It surprisingly went pretty easily. You know, maybe more of that to come, who knows. But, yeah, everyone, if you enjoyed this episode, please make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.